Hello my friend, it's another day of our Handmade Christmas Home series, and surely this is my best idea yet. I think I've said that for nearly every one, but this one is really just getting me excited, and I feel like it is going to be kind of the key in bringing in the true spirit of Christmas into our home, which for us is centered on Jesus Christ. So I want to show you the idea that I have today that I mentioned I wanted to do for our countdown. So if you saw me sew those mini stockings, this is the idea that I really want to put inside each stocking, and then kind of make it a nightly thing that we do with our kids and discuss. Anyway, so what I want to show you that I'm making is little clay gift tags, each with a different name of Christ on them. So let me walk you through what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, and how I'm making it, and then I hope you give it a try. Okay, so for this project, I'm going to be using this DAS, I think that's how you say it, air dry clay again. I've used this for the terracotta and clay ornaments that I showed you previously. But this time I want to shape them into a gift tag shape and let them dry that way, and then stamp a name of Christ into the clay. So this idea came one night as I was doing one of my favorite meditations, actually. If you've ever heard of the Small Seed app, they have amazing Christian meditations, and they're particularly helpful for me if I have a hard time praying or if I need some help just stopping my mind and helping to get to sleep. So Brooke Snow is one of my favorite podcasters in the world. She has what's called the Brooke Snow podcast, and she's amazing and actually a very dear friend. But she collaborates with the Small Seed app, which has the Christian meditations, and she created a meditation called the Names of Christ, and it's one of my favorite. She goes through 40 different scriptural names of Christ and has you kind of think on them and how they apply to your life, and I think that is so powerful. And I thought it would be awesome to use that as a countdown idea to every night think on one of these names of Christ with our kids and talk about it. So I'm going to make these gift tags, and I really wanted the gift tag shape for this project because Christ really is the gift that we receive at Christmas time, and so it's a little symbolic there. Okay, so get some air dry clay. They have the CRAYOLA brand, which is easy to work with too, but I'm really loving this DAS air dry clay. Then you'll also want some kind of cutter scraper tool to kind of shape the gift tag, and then get a straw or some kind of tube where you can put a hole in the gift tag where you can put the ribbon in and wrap it. I grabbed this clear rolling pin, I guess is what you could call it. So just get any kind of rolling pin that will help you roll up the clay, just like maybe dough. All right, then the other thing you're going to want is some letter stamps. And I found these really great ones on Amazon. I will link to all the supplies for you in the description and on my blog post. But these are great because they have the letter so you can spell it out, and then it's on reverse. So when you stamp it down, it's correct. I like that they're deep. So like a paper letter stamp probably won't work because they need to be a little more recessed. I think these are like fondant or baking stamps, like if you wouldn't put letters in cookies, but it works great for the clay. So get something like that so you can stamp the letters easily into these Names of Christ gift tags. Okay, so those are all the supplies you need. And actually I am going to make a printable for you of the 40 names of Christ that Brooke Snow mentions in her meditation. And you can head to my blog and print it out and pick which 25 you want to use if you're doing this for a countdown. Or maybe you just want to print out these on a strip of paper and put them inside your countdowns, or however you want to use them. I will create a printable for you on my blog for you to print out these names of Christ. All right, so let me start making one and show you how it's done. Okay, first things first, get a wad of this air dry clay. And I recommend just not worrying about perfection here. Just doesn't matter the thickness, doesn't matter if they're all uniform. Just enjoy the process. So I'm rolling it out until I feel like it's about the thickness I want. Okay, and then to make the gift tag shape, I'm just going to cut a big rectangle with this tool. Okay, so take some off the sides and the top and the bottom. And then I'm going to slant the corners so it looks like a traditional gift tag shape. And to get those even, I like to just place, well, I don't know if that'll work because it's reversed. Oh yeah, it will. I'm just going to turn it that way and then use that kind of as a template so that they're somewhat even. Okay, then I get my straw and put a hole in it. Okay, and there we have a cute gift tag shape. So here's the name of Christ that I'm using for this one, Living Water. And that's what's nice about this set of stamps. They have several of each letter, so you can kind of have a few vowels to choose from for each word and then link them together. So I really like this set. And then it just makes it really easy to snap them together and carefully press them into the clay, just like that. Okay, and again, I'm not too worried about perfection here. I'm just enjoying the process. I also like to kind of shape or press in where it was cut to kind of smooth that out. There we have it. That's how easy it is to make, and then I'll let them air dry. It takes about 24 hours, and you want to rotate them about halfway through. And then that's pretty much it. So I'll make a few more to let you see, and then I'll talk about what you can do after they're finished. So once these are dry, you can actually sand them and make them look really nice. Since the edges are a little bit rough, just take a sanding block or sanding paper and it comes off really quick and easy. And it gets you a much smoother finish for the end result. Now at this point, you could do anything fun with them that you desire. You could get some maybe gold or black paint and accentuate the words. You could paint them, anything you want. But I actually quite like the matte simplicity. But I am wondering if I seal them, that I'll like it even more. So I'm gonna I just have this polyurethane. It's what I have in the house. It's a Stays Clear by Benjamin Moore. I'm going to try to put that on them and let them dry. This is a matte, so it'll be hardly noticeable, but it'll give it more of a soft feel. But you could use, like, there's a Mod Podge at the craft store, sealer, anything you want, glossy, matte, whatever you want to seal these. So I am going to just try to put on this polyurethane and see if I like it after that. Well, I think they turned out absolutely beautiful. So I've decided to hang them. I'm going to use this linen ribbon that we make in my Tidbits and Company shop. It is so beautiful, and I just thought the naturalistic vibe of the linen fit really well with the clay ornaments. So all I'm going to do is thread this through one of these holes in the hanging ornament and then just tie it up. And I think it'll look really pretty hanging on the tree after the kids pull them down from the countdown. All right, so here's my little stocking advent or countdown, whatever you prefer to call it. So for my kids, I'm going to slip in one of these ornaments that we just made with the name of Christ, and they will just pick any random stocking and then be able to put that on the tree. I am also slipping in one of these little papers from a Light the World invitation. Let me actually tell you more about that. So the Light the World invitation is something that my church puts out every year. So if you go to churchofjesuschrist.org/comeuntoChrist, it says a little more about it, but they're just really fun invitations, 25 days of kindness that you can do. They're very easy, like give someone a hug, call a friend you haven't talked to. One of them that the kids and I decided to do one year was to go to a restaurant and surprise and pay for someone else's dinner without them knowing. There's just invitations to be a little more giving and caring during the holiday season. So go check that website out. You can print out your own list. You can actually share or check out on Instagram, #LightTheWorld, to see what other people are doing. But I think it is an incredible invitation to just focus on Christ and focus on others and giving. So check that out. So those are the slips of paper that I'm going to put into those stockings as well, to just kind of invite the kids to do something. I believe you can actually sign up for mobile notifications if you want the little challenge to come to your phone every day. That works too. It works great. I've done that before. So thought I'd tell you about that and what else I'm going to put in those stockings to help us focus on Christ. Well, my friend, I hope you enjoyed the ideas I have for you today to help you maybe focus on Christ more this Christmas season. I think these turned out really cute. And I wanted to say, if you don't want to use them for an Advent or countdown, wouldn't they make the cutest little gift tags to actually put on a gift? You could do the name of Christ, and then it can be like an ornament for them. I love it when people do that. They put an ornament on the gift for me. You could also stamp the name of the receiver of any gift that you're giving onto this. It doesn't have to be a name of Christ. You could put the names of your family and friends, and just think how personal and sweet that would be for them. So really, you could get very creative with this idea, but I hope you have enjoyed just seeing how I am choosing to focus more on Christ this year with my family. And if you haven't watched the video I did at the very beginning of the season about how we're not doing any store-bought gifts, we're doing handmade gifts and doing more of stuff like this, go check out that video as well. So I've covered how to make these clay stamped gift tags. I will direct you to my blog post where I have the printable of the 40 Names of Christ that you may want to use for any way that you choose. And then I will link you to that Light the World invitation from my church. I think it's really, really inspiring and fun to do with your family during the Christmas season. So thank you for watching. I've got a few more ideas up my sleeve, so I hope you'll be back. And I hope you'll subscribe so you don't miss any of my videos. And I'll be back to share more inspiration for the keeper of the home, and especially for your handmade Christmas home this season. Thank you for watching, and we will talk very soon.